All right, so let's take a look at number 41. So it says the numerator of a fraction is 1 less than the denominator. And if the denominator and numerator are both increased by 4, the new fraction will be 1/8 more than the original fraction. Well, we need to start with the let statement. We're trying to find the original fraction. I guess we need to know the numerator and denominator. So let's say let x be the denominator. And so if that's the case, it also says that then the numerator is 1 less than that, right? So we're going to say let x minus 1 be the numerator. Okay, we've established that. And it gives us a bunch of things. It says that, so if let's set up our fraction, that would be like x minus 1 over x, right? Okay, so the numerator, that shows that the numerator is 1 less than the denominator, okay? All right. And it says that if we increase the denominator and the numerator by 4, so let's change colors. If I increase them both by 4, right here and then right here, that's going to be equal to our original plus an 8th. It's going to increase by an 8th. So this would be equal to, let's go back to here. This would be equal to our original. Why did that not change? I didn't touch the color. This will be equal to our original, which was x minus 1 over x plus, this shows the increase. It's increased by 1/8. Now we got to think about, well, let's simplify these here. So we have x plus 3 over x plus 4 is equal to x minus 1 over x plus 1/8. All right, so now we've got our equation set up here. We need to find the lowest common multiple, or lowest common denominator, so that we can clear out these fractions. So we've got x plus 4x, there's nothing common there. So it's going to be 8 times x times x plus 4. I'll just call that 8x, okay, times x plus 4. So we're going to multiply each of these pieces by the lowest common multiple of the 8. So 8x times x plus 4. It's kind of hard to see there. Again here, 8x times x plus 4. And also here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. Okay, I'm just going to move that a bit. There we go. And times this by 8x times x plus 4. Okay, so some things are going to cancel. We're going to undo basically all of the division there. So we're going to undo this division here. Right here, we're going to undo that x is gone. So, and then the 8 is gone here. So we end up without any fractions. So let's see what that turns out to. So we have 8x times x plus 3 is equal to, I'll just put this out here. So we have 8 times x plus 4 times x minus 1 plus x times x plus 4. So now we're just going to go ahead and expand. So we're distributive property here. So that would give us 8x squared plus 24x is equal to, and I'm going to actually expand this part here first. I'll do this in two parts. So we get x squared minus an x plus 4x, so that's plus 3x minus 4 plus, and I can do this one here, is x squared plus 4x. Okay, and so continuing to simplify, this side's already simplified, so 8x squared plus 24x equals 8x squared, so I'm going to multiply here, right? Plus 24x minus 32, and then plus x squared plus 4x. Sorry, that should have been x squared here, right? All right, so now we're going to combine, well, look at this here. This is kind of handy. So right away we can see that if I subtract 8x squared from both sides, that's going to simplify out right there, right? So let's just set this equal. We're going to subtract 24x as well here. If I minus 24x there, that will be handy. So I'll have 0 on this side. So 0 is equal to, and we just have x squared plus 4x minus 32. So I think I can factor that. So 0 is equal to, we're looking for a product and sum of a product of 32. So what are factor pairs for 32? We could look at 8 and 4. I think that will work because if we have negative 4, so x minus 4 and x plus 8. So that would tell us that x is equal to 4 or negative 8. And so we have to go back and now look at our original equation. So let's go ahead and write that in. We'll substitute. So we said it was what? X minus 1 over x. So if we use 4, let's test this one. That would be 4 minus 1, which is 3 over 4. So 3/4 could be it. Negative 8, okay, so if I tried negative 8, that would be negative 9 over negative 8, which simplifies to 9 over 8. Well, and the problem here is the numerator is 1 more than the denominator. I guess you could argue that, well, before we simplified that, the numerator was 1 less here. So you can see why there are two solutions, but we're going to rule this one out because when we simplify that, it just doesn't work. We'll stick with 3/4. So the original fraction is 3/4.